Texas 95.7, the Armadillo. Craig Vaughn in the studio. Lehman Wall, Casey Hooper from the WRCA in the studio.
Greetings.
It is.
Well, it's a little sleepy again.
It is rainy here in Amarillo on this Tuesday morning when we recorded this.
Yeah, so kind of.
We're making sure you get the right day.
But actually, it's probably supposed to be the same later as well.
Well, I'm not sure when you're listening.
I'm sure hope that I'm awake when you're listening.
But it is dreary right now. It's one of them days where it just makes you want to crawl back into bed.
Awesome, because it's raining. It's beautiful.
It'd be awesome if I was home.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. What y'all been doing last week? I mean, no rodeo to go to 2 weeks in a row. What y'all do? Did y'all do anything around the office?
Happy Easter. Craig is all full of vinegar this morning.
We really just take the last 2 weeks here.
Just take off, don't you?
No, we just prepared for this radio show this morning.
Right.
We practiced, right, Casey?
Yes, and my yodeling has gotten really good.
And it'll show.
Oh, my gosh. I hope everyone's in a safe environment.
We're on our A game, people.
WRCA, if you don't know who they are, you do need to look them up. Hopefully by now people really have kind of tuned into who you guys are and what you guys do. And I love these segments in between the rodeos because we get to talk more about the foundation side of things. And I really find that kind of, I love the guests that you guys find to put on with us and the stories they tell and just to hear about the lifestyle that they're living and that it's still out there. So,
well, everything outside of the rodeo.
Yeah.
You know, people, it's good to educate folks that we're not just a world championship and it's a year-round giving. Mm-hmm. And so now, like the jar buttons we had last week, now we're going to have another couple buttons we're going to talk about.
They're going to let you put it in the big, before you get into the buttons, they're going to let you put the finals in the MPEV this year.
In the championship in the MPEV?
They're going to let you cover it up with dirt.
Why dirt? We could do just like shot. We'll
the grass over there.
Grass is good.
There you go. A little softer to fall on, maybe.
Bronc ride in the outfield. It'd be good.
Oh, yes, that would be good.
Wouldn't that be sweet?
Yes, that would be nice. But on we don't want to make any enemies out there. Come on. You're teeing us up to get us sunk.
Just playing.
That would sure save us some pen space if we could turn out the yearlings out there.
Oh, there you go.
Good grazing.
Yeah.
Good grazing.
Yeah, good grazing.
Yeah, good
I'll
grazing.
have the scours. Talk about cow farts after eating baseball fertilizer. They fertilize that grass, and it'd be bad.
All right, so what you guys got this week then?
Well,
go back to your buttons.
What do we got?
Started it.
Again, since we practiced this, intensely. Now, we're going to visit a little bit about an upcoming sanctioned rodeo of ours where Casey's going to be heading up to Northeast Oklahoma this weekend and hitting the Green Country Classic Ranch Rodeo in Claremore, Oklahoma.
That's a drive, isn't it? It's up there past Tulsa.
How far you got to go, Casey?
Well, I've lost hours. I mean, I don't pay attention, but I know you passed probably 5 casinos, maybe 7. You go down, hit the turnpike.
You got this mapped on your atlas, I know.
It's highlighted.
I hope so.
But the highlighted is faded. No, they give
never be back.
Oh, well, that would probably be a blessing. So anyway, it probably about 25 miles north of Tulsa.
I was going to say, I know it's up there past Tulsa somewhere.
Yeah, it sits kind of on the Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma little niche.
That's not, I mean, once you get up there.
Beautiful up there.
Yeah, between Tulsa and Oklahoma, that's a pretty short, I think speed limit's like 75 or 80
For
up
most
there down
people,
on that turnpike.
everyone has a friendly wave they give me on the turnpike, and it always is like people's fingers are cut off, except for one.
I think that's them telling you slow down, cop ahead.
No, it's called Get the Lead Out, lady.
Well, do you still have New Mexico tags on the truck?
Oh, well.
That may be what's going on. Yeah. If you would convert them over.
Depending on what vehicle I'm stealing at the moment. Right. I have a briefcase full of license plates.
Now, this is a great rodeo, good committee up there, a lot of good folks involved.
Committee.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to have Lester Gagan on here in a little bit, and we'll talk to him a little bit, get the idea on the teams that are going to be competing and some of the schedule activities and stuff like that. So,
well, I do know they have a new event this year on the ranch horse competition. So we'll let Lester go ahead and talk about that.
All right.
They do a junior ranch rodeo and a trade show. And,
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's really neat.
I like the ones that just mix in. I think I like the thought process of when these committees get together and go, you know what, we ought to start doing some more and just make it into a whole. Let's get people who have no idea about rodeo and bring them in, because we're also selling T-shirts or we've got vendors or something. You know,
Right.
we make a day. There's a parade, and I love it to hear about that. Just from the marketing side of things, I think that's just a great idea.
That ranch rodeo is to kick it off, it's one of our largest small town rodeos, basically. But there's so many outfits out in that direction that are true ranches so it brings a lot of history to it. And plus, Will Rogers is from that area, I think. I'll have to ask Lester. I don't want to mess up.
A little trivia this morning.
Yeah.
Caller number 9.
Yes. Caller number 9.
Do we need to get you a bell over there? Ding, ding, ding.
I do not need a bell. Did you
that's
see?
right. Never
Look
mind.
at me.
Never mind.
No, we don't.
Whoopee
need a bell.
cushion. We'll get her.
Oh no, we don't need that either.
All right, I got a cap gun. You want that?
But yes, that would be great.
Pow, pow. Right, Casey?
Bam,
I scare the part-timers with it. It's a lot of fun.
Probably get arrested these parts.
All right, you want me to
Let's
calm
get
down?
Lester.
All right,
Let's
hang
get
on.
him on.
And we got him on the phone. Lester Gagan's on the phone. How are you, Lester? How's the weather up there around Tulsa?
Well, I tell you, I'm doing great, and I've got water standing in my front yard. It's been raining all morning long, so we're feeling blessed today.
Yeah. Same here.
You guys have had kind of a rough go at the freezing rain and all that, haven't you? It's been hard on your calves, hasn't it, Lester?
Well, it's been that, but we've been trying to burn off, and I mean, we're at the point where we can't burn off now because we've had so much rain.
Yes.
But, the first chance we got to burn off, me and the ranches all around us, or us and the ranches, we burned off 35,000 acres in one fell swoop.
That's a lot. You burn that here, you're going to wait 5 years for it to grow back.
We'll be back and just going strong, so.
Good to hear.
Lester, let's talk a little Green Country Classic. We're really looking forward to, Casey, she beat me down this time. I'm not going to get to make the trip, but Casey's going to come see you, and we want to tell the folks a little bit about your event and kind of help them know what all they can come see. It's a great activity for the family. So talk us a little bit about, let's start off on dates and location, that kind of stuff.
Okay, well, our ranch rodeo is, of course, the last weekend in April, which is this year's the 26th and 27th of April. Our rodeo starts on Friday night at 7 o'clock, and Saturday night it starts at 6. And the reason we do that is because our the program after the rodeo's over, the awards program, we do a mini WRCA presentation in awards and stuff, and so it takes us a little longer than the average probably. So that's why we change the times up so it won't last quite as long. But we are the Green Country Classic Ranch Rodeo is the second largest ranch rodeo held in Oklahoma. The only one bigger than us is the OCA, Oklahoma Cattlemen. So we feel honored, and also we kind of kick off the WRCA every year to get the events rolling, and we're very pleased with that. I just had to go back in time and just tell you a little bit about our rodeo and how it got started. And we looked around in 2005 and said, we don't have a ranch rodeo here. And I had been to the WRCA, so I knew. And we got a group of people together, and we decided we wanted to really do it. And I said, this was in August of 2005. And I said, well, then let's put a rodeo together and get started January the 8th. Oh, they said, we can't do that, So I'm pretty hard-headed, and January the 8th, we had a rodeo that year.
Brr.
And with the help of the WRCA, and it was a push and shove deal, but it went off very successful, and it's just been kind of this is our 14th year. Very proud to be part of the WRCA. We obviously our team has gotten to go there every year, and the WRCA has grown, and just it's helped us create an event that everybody looks forward to, especially our ranch hands and things. And we have 2 full days of entertaining the cowboys and the public. So we model our rodeo almost identically after the WRCA, and feel like that's a great fit. And if we follow the things they do, then it makes it a lot easier on the contestants when they go out to the WRCA rodeo. So it's a great honor to have all these cowboys coming in. And our philosophy on moving it to April was, well, they'll be done burning, they'll be done working calves, and the cowboys are ready to go somewhere in their family and have some fun for a weekend. And so this turns out to be a fit for everybody.
Well, I've been there just a handful of times, maybe a little bit more, and I always look forward to going there. The hospitality that you guys put on for those ranch teams are top notch. And the only difference between the World Championship and Green Country Classic is it's a smaller, so it's actually more homey feeling, and it's like old home week. Everyone's back together. Everyone's starting to pick up where they had the conversation the year before. But they have a trade show tied with that, and the stuff they have in there is outstanding. Courtney does a good job with that. But Lester's right-hand man, Shannon, she gets all the teams put together and gets all that stuff done, and then you got Barbie and Jerry, and it's like the same committee, it becomes family. And they show the hospitality that they have towards those ranch teams is pretty darn neat. And every year they honor a family or honor someone in their community to kind of say thank you to. They've also given back to the children's, what was that, Make-A-Wish, Lester, that you've done a few times with those kids?
We did Make-A-Wish. We did the Bit by Bit, which is for therapeutic kids, horseback deal. We've done Folds of Honor. This year we're doing the American Legion in the county areas because of the fact that the veterans that are involved with that. We try to change something up every year.
Well, they do a fine job. And they go out sometimes with their wagon, and Clay goes in there, and and Miss Becky, Lester's wife, the boss. I'm sorry, Lester, did I say that on air, that Miss Becky's the boss?
He knows. He knows.
Yeah, you've been around too much, Casey.
I know. But it's going to be exciting. And then Barron Highsmith and those guys tapped it off last year, and actually the year before too, I think. So good job, Willie. I think Corey's a father again.
Yes, he is. He just has a new baby boy, so we're just raising more cowboys.
That's
so
good.
Here we go again.
Job security, Lester.
But one of the things about our rodeo is we make ours and this is the WRCA the same way. But we make ours a family type deal. And for instance, we allow absolutely no alcohol in the arena whatsoever, and no smoking in the arena. And I always talk at our rules meeting about how you cowboys are the mentors of putting on examples for these young kids who are sitting out in the arena. So if they see you smoking and drinking beer and cursing and all that, then they're going to think, hey, I want to be a cowboy too. And it just we were very strict on that, and it gets you disqualified if you can't follow the rules. And Casey, you've been there. We've had some little ups and downs, and we've eliminated those problems. We have a mandatory rules meeting, just like the WRCA does. At the end of the meeting, got any questions? If you don't, you can't come in the arena and complain about this or that. So we're very strict on that because it just makes it look very unprofessional to get into an argument in the ring. And so if you want to argue about it, you do it after the rodeo or after, but the judge's ruling is final. And so from a professional standpoint, that's, again, I want to go back and compliment the WRCA on how they set the standards, and I attend the rules meetings about every year, and we hear the same thing. Can we set one set of rules for everybody? Yeah, I wish we could, but if everybody would just follow the WRCA rules as close as they can, then when they go out there to the WRCA, then they don't have to second-guess what they're supposed to be doing. And so
that's right.
Lehman and Casey and them, you guys do an outstanding job.
Well, thanks, Lester. I mean, it's all one big family. And what you guys do there in Claremore helps set the tone for the year. And, I've been there, and so I know, like Casey said, it all starts with the foundation of people you have there that have been doing this event for all those years. And we just can't thank you guys enough for the time and energy and really the passion that you have. We do want to talk a little bit about some of the other activities so everybody knows what all's going on, but let's stick Ranch Rodeo here for just a minute. Tell everybody what events are you going to be having in the rodeo itself? What can people see when they come out to watch the rodeo?
Okay, we'll have what we call a team sorting, and then we'll have what we call the calf branding, and then we'll have our calf doctoring, and then the wild cattle milking, and then we'll have the bronc riding, and it's always at the end of the rodeo, and so we'll have those events. This year on Saturday morning, we brought in the Midwestern, whatever they call it, the ranch horse competition, where it's a professional event that we'll be putting on Saturday morning at 8:00, and they've got 30 horses that's entered in that, coming from Texas, with Kansas, Arkansas, all over. Good. And we have our junior ranch rodeo Saturday, which will start at about noon, and it'll last about 3, and then, of course, our Saturday night rodeo. That's on Saturday. On Friday, we basically have to get everybody registered and have the trade show that'll start up and be going, and in the rodeo that Friday night. So that ranch horse competition is, of course, the WRCA has that, and we think that's a good addition to our rodeo to bring in. And just a little bit on the Green Country Classic. When we started this in 2005, we called it the Green Country Classic Ranch Rodeo because we wanted to keep it within Oklahoma and mainly Northeast because we have some big ranches here. But as time has moved along, we've expanded, and like right now, we've got a couple of teams from Texas, a couple of teams from Kansas, Oklahoma, and so we've moved out and we brought some outlying states into it, which has been a great addition to our rodeo. So we're excited to see how it goes this year with all of that.
Well, I do know, Lester, on the other side of the fence, Lester and WRCA and with Shannon and the committee work closely together. And it's actually nice to go to a rodeo where the committee and WRCA communicate, and Lester comes, and if there's a problem, Lester does a good job of handling that as one big team. So hats off there. But, it's always growing. I look forward to going out there, and I'm looking forward to seeing everyone again. So don't all hide up because I'm coming. It's depending on who I tell. They're like, oh, God, no, not you. We want. But I can't wait to see you guys. And what's funny? There's a funny side to this. So I've been there when it snowed. I've been there when it's rained. And I've been there when the tornado sirens are going off. So you never know what you're going to get there.
It's like, oh.
No, it's amazing. The first 2 years we had it was in January, the 8th, 6th, and 8th. And it was 70-degree weather, so we got nervous we was going to get caught in the ice storm, so we moved it to March, first weekend in March.
And it came.
First weekend in March, we got 8 inches of snow.
Yes.
So we moved it to the last weekend in March, we got 8 inches of snow. So we said, time out. So we moved it to last weekend in April, and it's been very successful since then. No weather problems or maybe tornado warnings, but we have those all the time.
Yeah, well, it's kind of freaky for me, I always ask you, Lester, what's it going to do? What's that noise? I'll just settle down. It'll be fine.
Well, the good thing is
stay inside that tin barn.
Yeah, you're in the Claremore Expo Center, so it's covered.
Right.
It doesn't matter whether it rains or snows.
I don't know. It got pretty loud.
Folks can still come out and enjoy it because it's a nice covered pen.
Did we lose you, Lester?
There you are. You just came back in.
Is that rainstorm up there caused all that?
All right.
Yeah.
Trouble.
Well, I'm sitting still, so I won't lose you, but I lost you there for a little bit.
Lester, you got a lot of folks that support you sponsor-wise, and so I want you to have a chance to tell people thank you for their support. You got some folks you want to say hello to out there?
Well, we've got about 5 strong supporters. We got Mid-America Feeds, who is a platinum sponsor of ours. They've been a platinum sponsor for over 14 years. They furnish all the feed for the show. They've donated over $40,000 to us to keep it going. Rogers County Bank helped us kick this rodeo off originally. They've been a strong supporter for 14 years. We've got Ash Valley Farms, which he's a platinum sponsor too, and he's been with us. So we've got several that's been with us since the day we started. And very, very supportive of the rodeo, and so there's more probably in that I've missed there, but there's 3 or 4 of them that have been very supportive of us. And National Livestock Credit out of Oklahoma City step up to the line every year and do a large sponsorship. So it's just, and the other thing we do is, and besides donating money, we have a scholarship fund that we give away every senior that's graduating that's in that ranch rodeo. If they apply, they're pretty sure they're going to get a $1,000 scholarship. So we do that, and then we have our crisis program. Somebody gets hurt, why we step up and immediately give them $1,000 or $1,500 for incidentals if somebody's in the hospital, and so we again try to model ours after the WRCA, but not near as big because we're not as big. But it's an event that people come, and it's such a family-oriented event that they just love to come. And it's inside, so rain or snow, you can still be in out of the weather, and it's heated and cooled, so it's great. And we got a great announcer in Tim Flory.
Yes, I was going to say yeah.
He is he's the middle of the heart to keep the things pounding when the rodeo's going on, and just does a tremendous job. One of the things, our very first rodeo, a guy you guys probably all know named Clem McSpadden called me, and we were good friends. He said, "Do you have an announcer for your rodeo?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Oh, I'll just come up there and help you do that if you've got another announcer." So Tim was fortunate enough to get announced with Clem McSpadden. Probably the last rodeo Tim announced that was there at Claremore. Yeah. So anyhow, got a little history behind our deal too.
Yes, there's a lot of history behind your deal, and just know we appreciate it. And you said it's not as big. It doesn't on the giving side, Lester. You guys do a fabulous job of that. And then you'll see the Green Country Classic. You'll see Lester and Miss Becky, and you'll see that committee here giving back in the same way that they do up there. So I just want to say thank you for that. And they do a silent auction that goes into that stuff. And I've never won the spurs. Thank you very much. Could you make that happen this year? I mean, can you at least give
pretty
me
much sure I can.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Just being honest.
Yeah, he's on it. Emerson goes over there, makes the spurs or donate a set. I might be wrong and might be overstepping, but I've donated, but dadgum, I never win nothing.
It's funny how
this
that
might
happens.
be the year.
I bet he's drawn your name before and he just puts it back in the hat.
Knowing Tim, he probably does. And Courtney's up there helping, so probably.
Yeah, we've tried to work on that deal, and we have her write her name in red, so when it pops up, we just throw it
He's not lying.
I know. Lester, April 26th. Go ahead.
I just want to comment about we have a Heritage Award that we give away every year, and we've got a super family that we're giving it to this year. And of course, we don't ever tell who it is till the night of the rodeo, but we're excited.
Okay. Well, Lester, we're excited, too, to get this thing going, and we want to remind everybody the Green Country Classic Ranch Rodeo will be April 26th on Friday, starting at 7 o'clock. And then on Saturday, April 27th, the performance starts at 6 o'clock. Got tickets. They're only $10 each. There's 5 or 6 different locations up in that part of the country where you can get your tickets, or you can get them at the door. Got the Cowboy Trade Show both days. No admission to get into that deal, so go out with the family and shop a little bit. Got the Junior Ranch Rodeo Saturday at noon, and all sorts of activities. The silent auction, as Casey mentioned, fun stuff for the family. Visit them on Facebook. You can check out all of the information about the 14th Annual Green Country Classic. And Lester, thank you guys, and good luck this weekend.
All righty, thanks. Looking forward to seeing you.
Good guy, and he's excited, and you could tell he's this is not his first rodeo, and he's looking forward to it. They do cool. I was looking at their Facebook page. There's good little flyer on there with all their stuff that's going on. They got a lot going on up there.
They do. If you're in that area, honestly, take some time and take the family over and just walk around, and you'll enjoy the people more than anything. You're going to get to see great ranch rodeo competition with guys that do it. That's one thing we should probably remind everybody. These aren't professional, rodeo guys. These are ranch cowboys that are going to come to town. They're going to show you their skill set that they do every day. Good horses, good competition, good family time. as Casey mentioned, the trade show they've got, the gear that's there, stuff. Go in there and just kind of have some fun for the day. It's an inexpensive way to go hang out and just have a good time.
Yep. Quit doing yard work.
Well, Ozark Rodeo Company brings Dawn and Mark will bring those bucking horses. Now you're in April, so they're feeling fresh, and it's game on. I mean, it's pretty waspy stuff. And then the cattle are fresh, and it's just and the cowboys and the cowgirls are fresh. So it brings for a good time. And he was not talking about me, just for the record, about the beer in the arena.
I was talking about the cussing.
Well, the rules are generally there because somebody did something. We're not going to name any names here, Casey. But
I'm not. Mom, if you're listening, it's not true. You know I only have a cold refreshment during the holidays.
Milk.
Yes.
Cold Bud milk.
But it is a lot of Bud Light, I'll tell you that.
Find out more, keep up with everything, WRCA.org. We say it all the time, WRCA.org. Become a member on there. I got my reminder the other day. I gotta renew mine.
Shop for some gear. We've got kind of some winter items on sale, some vests and some things from the championship year.
Right now, and I'm sweating.
Yeah, we got some stuff on sale for you, so go check us out. Our mobile app also. Download that mobile app and keep up with all of the activities going on. But Green Country Classic,
it's in
the
your
mobile
phone.
App is not mobile, right?
So it doesn't come with like wheels,
right?
It's within your phone. I'm still trying to figure all this out. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. I'm just
no, that's good. Good clarification.
Yep.
Good clarification. Craig, good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you too. WRCA.org, everybody. WRCA.org, everybody.